So we're really pleasure to have you on this. What inspired you to start off with uh, psychology as a career?
Nothing as such inspired me to start my work in psychology and mental health. I was having this subject in school. So that time when I was studying in high school, the subject psychology was a very new field.
Okay.
And since it was new, so I took it up. And then my interest started to gear up in this field.
Okay.
From there, I took it on further to my higher education as well. So, it's intriguing to understand human behavior and human mind, and it's a very fascinating field. Many people hesitant that now it is changed, but when I was studying not long back, but 10, 11 years back, that it's not a boys subject or it's a girls subject. You can just teach. Or you can just do very limited stuff with this field, but nothing like that. I am enjoying it completely.
Yeah. So, according to you, like, what is mental health?
Mental health is something in which you are at peace with yourself, you are self-aware, and you're able to analyze the other person. So, when you are in touch with your emotions, your own self, you're able to motivate yourself. So that is, according to me, is mental health.
And so, what inspired you to start off with Peaceful Mind Foundation?
Peaceful Mind Foundation.
Yes, Peaceful
We
Mind.
do not put a P. So
Okay.
It's peaceful only.
Peaceful Mind. Okay.
Yes.
So, what inspired you?
Yes.
Like, what is the journey altogether?
The journey of Peaceful Mind is, as I've told in many interviews, it's a very sudden journey. It was no plan, there was no framework, no blueprint, nothing, no funding, not to know what to do. And I was an amateur. I just finished my master's and everything long back. So it was just very sudden that I wanted to start something. So I started Peaceful Mind. But that time when I started Peaceful Mind, there was no such thing in mind that what I have to do with this organization. So when I started, it was Peaceful Mind Clinic. It was not a foundation.
Okay.
So and in the clinic, I used to have some patients and everything. So that is how I started. Slowly and steadily, obviously, we converted into a foundation. Again, nobody helped, and it was my own baby, and I moved on with this journey. So it was all a very sudden thing. So when you ask about my journey, nothing is planned. Even when you ask me what I'm going to do tomorrow, nothing is planned.
Yes.
So I go with the flow.
Okay. So, like, as an entrepreneur, we face something like ups and downs. So it's a life of roller coaster. So how do you address this? Like, so it's a completely stressful situation. Like, there might be a good situation as well as bad. So how do you address this? Like, what is your suggestion for any entrepreneur like who's watching this video?
For entrepreneurs, since I've spoken in many of the platforms for entrepreneurs, if you're focused and you are convinced that you want to do something and you want to achieve something out of your startup or whatever you're going to do, just be consistent with it.
Okay.
Do not lose hope. And yesterday also I was giving an interview with a news channel. The only failure we tend to have is when we lose hope.
Okay.
And we are not completely agreeing to what we actually wanted to do. So becoming an entrepreneur is not a one-day game.
Yes.
It is a continuous process for everybody, for you, for me,
Agreed.
for everyone. And obstacles will be there. I mean, it is by default, it has to be there. If obstacles are not there, then you will not know till what extent you can go. And never keep in mind that success hi milega. Never have that thing in mind. Be prepared with a plan B. If not plan B, plan C. There are 27 alphabets. Just plan it out.
Agreed.
The worst thing which I have seen in youngsters, which I have spoken to, people who have undergone young depression and anxiety, the reason being because they are not able to take failure as a sign of growth. And that is a major default. And that is the reason why in society and in families you see young people are not very much happy with what they do. क्योंकि उनको बताया ही नहीं क्या, उनको ये पता है कि सक्सेस के बाद क्या होगा, उनको ये नहीं पता कि फेलियर के बाद क्या होगा, क्योंकि हमें सिखाया ही नहीं है कभी ये चीज, राइट? So this is very important for an entrepreneur.
Could you share some kind of successful as well as the failure kind of the path that you have faced? Like it will be like some kind of a input for the entrepreneurs.
Success, I think you're talking to me, and that is also success. So failure is, I mean, I have occurred a lot of failures. People have closed doors on my faces, and people have blocked me on WhatsApp for many times. In my field, what happens actually is that I have to go and tell people about this field. Because mental health, अगर आप बात करते हो, you just limit yourself to counseling or clinical. आपने यही दो चीजें सुनी होंगी majorly.
Yeah.
But mental health is much more than what counseling or clinical can do.
Mm-hmm.
So when I work with politicians, when I work with diplomats, when I work with NGOs, so I try to get the aspect of mental health and well-being everywhere in policies. पॉलिसी में सबसे ज्यादा जरूरत मेंटल हेल्थ की पड़ती है, बिकॉज इट इज डायरेक्टली अफेक्टिंग द पीपल. अगर आप एक बिजनेस में हो, अगेन मेंटल हेल्थ इज देयर बिकॉज यू हैव टू डील विद योर सबऑर्डिनेट, यू हैव टू डील विद मैनेजमेंट. सो मेंटल हेल्थ इज मच मोर वाइडर फील्ड. The major failures I have had in my life is when people do not understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And that happens with me every day. So every day you will see that I will have a failure.
It's like learning.
But I do not lose hope.
Okay.
कल भी 2-3 लोगों ने मुझे WhatsApp पे ब्लॉक कर दिया. I mean it's okay because they do not want to understand. हाँ, 5 मिनट के लिए बुरा जरूर लगता है. You feel insulted, but ठीक है, it goes on. So I have taken my journey as the way it is going.
And so, what do you feel like the three factors that is something like a fearful for any entrepreneur?
3 factors that are important for an entrepreneur.
Yeah, so in terms of like positive as well as negative.
So for first is obviously perseverance and consistency. That is very important for an entrepreneur. Second, I told you never to lose hope.
Okay.
That's a very important feature. Third is that be focused and have a vision. कई बार क्या होता है, distraction बहुत होती है.
Yes.
So that should not be.
Agree.
And for an entrepreneur to lose the sight of the vision is not right. क्योंकि आपको 10 जगहों से 10 बातें सुनने को मिलेंगी, but आपको पता है कि आपको क्या करना है. And see your dreams from your own eyes, not from anybody else's eyes, because you know what you want and you can picture it. Nobody else can picture it better than you.
Yes.
So for entrepreneurs, this is one thing.
Yes.
और ज्यादा हड़बड़ी में ना रहे, मतलब do not be too impulsive कि अभी हो जाए.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
It takes years. And so like usually they say like mental health is a taboo in India. Like it's something like stigma or taboo. So what do you say according to this? Like so like will this change for a period of time, or like is it changing is it something?
So आपने शायद मेरे previous interviews नहीं देखे होंगे. I have never said this thing that there is a taboo or stigma. There is a lack of perception about mental health.
Yes.
People know about it. They know that there is something exists, which is called mind or mental health or psychology, counseling. People know. But the problem is that we do not take it as important. Today, if I am going through a problem which is inside here, maybe I have had a fight with my loved one, or maybe I have a problem in my job or my work. We Indians, especially, हमारे अंदर क्या होता है, हम खुद कर लेंगे, we will see, हम देखी जाएगी जो होगा देखी. The problem is कि यही चीज जाके आगे जाके बड़ी हो जाती है. And we do not try to speak to a person, or we do not take guidance. कहते हैं ना कि दिल खोल के emotionally express करना, we do not do it. Girls still do it, but men do not do it as that much. And that is the reason why mental health problems increase. Because we do not take it as important. People need to understand that it is a part of our own self. ये हम ही हैं. It is a part of our own body.
Yeah.
When you have fever, you have cough, you take medicines immediately because you do not want to ruin your health.
Yes.
Or any other job related stuff. But when you have a stress inside your head, just go and talk to somebody, a friend. It will help you to ease out. So there is a lack of perception, but not that much into taboo and stigma. I always say this.
Yes. Also, like during this COVID pandemic, like during this time, so the mental health is something that everyone has to consider. So there's a lot of stress going on. Like it's a completely mess altogether. So what do you say to the
Yes.
like today's generation or the people who are watching this video?
So what I have been doing during this COVID times last year also and this year also, my team is working with the Delhi police this time. We have collaborated with the commissioner's office, and we are counseling. We are taking counseling sessions of the normal citizens and with the Delhi police also. And there are many people on daily basis. For the young generation, especially who is locked down inside
Yes.
the house, I always tell them, number one, obviously, this time will pass, but right now it is up to you that how you stay calm and relaxed. Because as a young person, you are very much, into this thing that ho jaye, abhi ho jaye, you want to go out, you want to see people, you want to meet people. But people need to understand that this is not going to happen.
Yes.
And this pandemic is here to stay. It is here to stay. It is not going to go anywhere. And we have to take precautions. So secondly, do not have too much of negative thoughts in your head. Stop limiting the viewership of your negative news or all that information which is giving you negative feedback all the time. Limit it. You need to be aware, but do not get so much engrossed in it that you are too much into it. Talk to people, talk to your friends who you cannot meet, talk to your acquaintances, ask them about your health or their health, tell them about what you are doing. There are so many online activities these days people have started, free of cost, like courses. Do and get enrolled with that. Because right now, I am not going to say that it is going to be, very much fine, everything will come back to normal. But right now, it is up to us that how we maintain our, calm and composure. And be emotionally expressive as much as you can. I mean, obviously, आप इतने ज़्यादा लोगों के साथ भी बैठे होगे, you'll get bored and you'll not have a personal space. But limit yourself to everything, and the days will pass very easily.
Also, so for example, let's say there's a entrepreneur or the new age entrepreneur who want to start a business in terms of wellness or in terms of something related to mental. So what would be a suggestion? Like, you're starting completely new. So what would be your suggestion? So what is the steps that you need to take?
First, I mean, a person who wants to start something on mental health. See, in mental health, generally people start clinics or they start counseling centers or wellness centers. Have something unique on the plate, because every second person I see that is doing counseling or something like that, which I don't feel is very appropriate, because many people I see, they are not even qualified to do it. So people who want to start something in mental health or wellness, have something new, have a blueprint, have very qualified people on your board so that they can guide you, take very good mentorship from them, and then do it. The major problem which comes into any organization is funding. And I mean, I am very proud to say that Peaceful Mind is working without any funding. So we do not have any external funding. I just put everything from my pocket as much as I can. But the credibility is good enough and credibility is high. That is what your focus should be. The moment you start thinking about making money, your credibility, your quality goes down immediately.
Agree.
I will not say that I have many people I work with, but I work with only qualified people and quality people who have credibility. So always focus on credibility. Rest everything will come on its own.
Yes, agree. this would definitely help out someone who's starting into some kind of a like a startup into a mental health or anything related to wellness.